I want you to tell me what might be the significance of the historically unusual pattern on the sleeves. And this is the image of the jersey. So you can see on the sleeves, there is a certain sort of basically banding, so to say. So what sort of historically unusual pattern this is? Bounce is open.
Can we go back to the question?
Yeah. So what is this pattern is what I want to know. On pounds, I'll be slightly subjective with what I consider to be the right answer, but it should have like at least some terms that some words that I want. On bounce, if you can explain the concept more or less to me, I'm fine with that. Cool, I'll close bounce in like 10 seconds ish. Cool, alright, bounce is closed. Achal, have any teams bounced?
Yes, team 5 has bounced.
5 has bounced, okay. So team 1, you're direct. What is this historically unusual pattern on the sleeves?
Pass.
You're passing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no next, you can just take any wild.
Okay, so we'll say that this is somehow related to some Busby Waves massacre or something.
Not Busby Waves massacre. Historically unusual, yes, but not in that sense. But sure, team 2.
I guess this is something to do with the temperatures. Like there's a heat wave in England going on right now, so the red indicates high temperature and blue indicates low temperatures or something.
Could you give me something slightly more than that? Like you're on the right track, but could you give me something slightly more?
The heat maps essentially in the area.
Fine. Okay, close enough to the answer, so I'll give it to you. So this is basically climate change patterns. So this is the global temperature change, like measured from a certain year, which is in white, and you can see like we're basically fucked. So yeah, that's points to team 2. Achal, did team 5 get it right?
So team 5 had the concept right, but they mentioned like instead of global, mentioned a localized area, the particular location. So like.
Fine. I mean, give it to them because for the Reading jersey, it's actually a special chart was created that is localized to the area of Reading, anyways. So give them the points as well. So points to team 2 and 5. Yeah.
So we're following the thing, right? Where all people are supposed to keep their hands in the frame.
Yeah, I want that to be followed, but I'm not able to monitor it because I also have the slides open. So I hope.
Yeah, no, it's like if there's policy, then like of course, like if we.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you.
Good.
Ishan, hold on. What's the point system?
Points to 2 and 5. 2 and 5.
Is it plus 10, minus 10?
Cool. It's plus 10 to 2 and 5.
Yeah, done.
Done? Cool. The next question direct to team number 3. Do it. So team number 3, your question is, so Semantle is a Wordle spin-off, and to tell you how semantically similar it thinks your word is to the secret word, and secret word is like basically what you want at the end of it. Now, PyMantle is a version of Semantle with a point cloud visualization of guesses. Again, there is images on the next slide to help you understand this better. Now, along with the blue to red gradation corresponding to your guesses, the game also offers a frigid to fire emoji word prompt. Now, what is the prompt offered when you actually guess the word at the center? A greeting used in the world of a 2005 anime-inspired animated TV series. So, as you can see here, like the outer clouds are all blue, and like even my guesses in the outer clouds are like a bluish greenish, and they get oranger and redder towards the center. Forget the greens; they're just hints I use because I'm pretty shit at this game. But anyways, you can see how the guesses also go from toasty to hot, then goes to very hot, then fire emoji, etc. So what I want is that when I finally guess the word at the center of it all, what greeting comes up that is also used, that is used in the world of a 2005 anime-inspired animated TV series. And again, on bounce, I'll need a very specific answer. On bounce, I'll keep it slightly subjective. Cool, bounce is open. It'll stay open for like, I don't know, 15, 20 more seconds, I suppose. if anybody wants me to move back to the image for whatever reason, sure. It doesn't really add anything to the question.
Aditya, can you keep your hands on screen? Aditya Tiwari.
Does anybody object to any hints, or does anybody want any hints? Alright,
Give a hint.
cool. Nobody's objecting? Okay, excellent. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
nobody's
we're blocking hints.
Oh, cool. Sanchit is blocking hints. Fine, good for him. And yeah, so if one team's blocking hints, I can't really do much. And plus is enough in the question. So I'm closing pounce in 5. Yeah, pounce is closed. Achal, which teams have pounced?
Right, so team 1 and 5 have bounced. Team 1, you haven't messaged me an answer yet though.
Okay, we'll give them 10 seconds to maybe type. Maybe 5 more seconds to type.
Should we send the answer also on chat?
Yeah.
Send it to
answer as well.
send it to
Me.
the person you're PMing on chat, right?
Right, received.
Did you receive their pounce?
Yes, I received. I received
Cool.
team
So
1
1
and
and
5's bounce.
1 and 5 have pounced. So team 3 is your direct. What
I'm passing.
you're
Team three is
passing on
passing.
this? You're passing on it. Okay, cool. Team 4.
Aloha.
Aloha. What do you think the 2005 anime-inspired animated TV series is?
I don't know, some crossover between Hawaii 05 and The Last Airbender.
Okay, I don't understand why it needs to be a crossover for that, but okay. Yeah, 5 pounds. 6 is 6 back, Prayag? Quiz pro quo. I'm gonna assume they're
Yeah.
not here. And team 1 also pounds, so team 2, it's come to you. Team 2, any guesses?
Not exactly a greeting, but I'll say Omawa motion then.
Not Omaima Shinderu. So that would have been much funnier. Okay, anyway, so the question goes out to the audience or to any of the teams who have already pounced. You can shout out the answer.
Yeah, the greeting is Flamio from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Alright, so this is Flamio Hotman from Avatar The Last Airbender, used as a greeting in the Fire Nation. And Ang is obviously delighted at being able to use this while he's undercover in season 2. And again, it's not technically considered an anime series because it was not made in Japan, but it's considered an anime-inspired animated series. So, yeah.
Both team 1 and 5 get 1 message.
Yeah, cool. They just note teams 1 and 5 get plus 10.
Yeah,
Done? Cool. Excellent. So now since it's Bangalore bounce, the next direct will go to team 4. Alright, team 4, your direct is so Everything Everywhere All at Once is, in my opinion, one of the best films of this year and in recent times as well. And the movie broadly deals with a concept called multiversal jumping. And the directors wanted to use certain stylistic elements to help differentiate the multiverses covered visually. So the story gets kind of fast-paced and difficult to follow. So they use visual cues to help differentiate the multiverses that they're involving. Now, in the clip on the next slide, it's a video that I'm going to play on the next slide. The directors pay homage to an auteur by using elements from the film language to define the cinematography of a certain universe. What I want you to do is I want you to ID the auteur. Alright, I'll play the video once. Pounce is open now, by the way. Cool. So that was the video. I'll go back to the text because I think Gaurav, who's team 6, just joined us. So Gaurav, what I want over here is, so basically this is a clip from Everything Everywhere All at Once, starring Michelle Yeoh and Kehul Khan. And what I want is which auteur are the directors paying homage to in the following clip, which I'll play again. And Pounce will close at the end of the second play of the clip, by the way.
Hi, what exactly is an auteur?
An auteur is just basically a director who has a very distinctive cinematic style. So, for example, you could think of, in a very crude sense, you could also think of Michael Bay as naughtier, but not. But it's generally more to do with art house cinema.
So you're basically asking for a style of direction एक तरह से.
नाम चाहिए मुझे.
Director.
हाँ, director का नाम.
And okay.
Cool. Alright, so I'm playing the clip for the second time. Pounce closes once this clip ends. Cool. So Pounce is closed. Archel, have any teams pounced on this?
I think Gaurav pounced. Gaurav is team 6, right?
Team 6, yeah, he's team 6. Gaurav, if you're pouncing for the first time, just put your team name in the pounce as well. Thanks. Like for now, it's okay, but let's see next time. But yeah, okay. Team 6 has pounced. It was directed to Team 4. So Team 4, what director/auteur am I talking about over here?
Yeah, we'd say James Cameron.
James Cameron. No, not James Cameron is not what I'm looking for. Team 5.
Also, this one thing, like my teammate, he has dropped off the meeting. He like had some connectivity issues. He'll just join back a bit.
Sure. Team 5.
Steven Spielberg.
Not Spielberg. I mean, what I want. So basically, like the director. So over here, the homage is in a way of certain visual clues because they wanted to differentiate universes, right? So I don't think there's any Spielberg movie where you have such sort of camera shots and stuff. Neither is there any James Cameron movie where there is such sort of, the distinctive visual things that are there in this clip that you won't find in like a normal taping of something. But anyways, yeah. Team 6 pounds. Team 1.
Is it Team 1 now?
Team 1, yeah. Team 1. Team 6.
Wes Anderson. We guess Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson, no, not Wes Anderson. Though Wes Anderson is a very distinctive auteur, but not Wes Anderson. Team 2.
Don't think it fits, but I'll say Nolan.
Who?
Nolan.
Not Nolan, but fine. You went with what you knew. Team 3.
Wong Kar-wai.
This is Wong Kar-wai, who's one of the biggest hits you would have probably seen is Chungking Express. So a large part of his cinematographic style uses like moving, like to show like the fast-paced city life as compared to like the quiet lives that the characters are leading. So the characters are in focus and still, while everything else around them is blurry. But yeah, so that's points to Team 3. Did Team 6 get it right on
Team
pounds?
6, yeah. Team 6 also got
Team
it.
6 gets it on pounds. So that's 3 and 6. They just
And points to both, right?
Plus 10 to both, yeah.
Yeah.
3 and 6. Done? Cool. So next direct will go to Team 4. Team 4, your direct is this. So in computing, there exists broadly 2 ways of storing multi-bit data type integers. And they differ only in the approach to dealing with the order of storing bits. One stores it, the most significant one, at the smallest memory address, while the other stores it at the largest. The technical names for these terms are drawn from an 18th century work of prose, where a similar difference of operation acts as a satire on the religiously fueled wars of the day. What are these 2 types called, and which work of prose are they drawn from? Again, on pounds, I want the entire answer. I don't want any parts. If you give me parts, you get negatives. On bounce, there will be partial marking to my discretion. I mean, yeah.
Who's direct?
It's directed to Team 4. So what are these 2 types called, and which work of 18th century prose am I talking about here? Let me know if anybody wants any hints. Sanchit's asking for a hint. Okay. Is
Don't
anybody
give a hint.
objecting to hints?
Don't give a hint.
Okay, cool. Arun's objecting to hints, so there's no hints. But I mean, there is enough stuff in the question, I suppose. Again, 18th century work of prose. Something you all heard of. It's not some esoteric piece of writing. Okay, I'm closing pounds in like 10 seconds. Okay, pounce is closed. Achal, have any teams pounced?
I have received no bounces.
No bounces. Okay. Direct to team 4. Team 4. What are these two types called? Which work of prose?
So the prose is Paradise Lost. The two types.
John Milton, but go ahead. And two types?
Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty. I mean, you're close with the egg part in a way, but not Humpty Dumpty. But yeah, team 5.
Yeah. So the two types are Big Indian, Little Indian, and the
Yeah.
prose is Paradise Lost.
Okay, moving on. Team 6. Team 6. Gaurav, is he off the call again? Yeah, I can see he's unmuted, but for whatever reason his mic's not working, I assume. Okay, Gulliver's Travels for the work of prose, and what are the two types called? Lilliput's and Bigfoot's and Gulliver's Travels. We'll move on to team 1.
We'll pass.
Team 1 is passing on this. Okay. Team 2.
Little Indians, Big Indians, and Gulliver's Travels.
Okay, team 2 gets it correct. It's Little Indians, Big Indian, and Gulliver's Travel. So the question that's basically asked in Gulliver's Travel is which end do you open the egg from? Like from the little end at the top or from the big end at the bottom? And so the team that gets Humpty Dumpty was somehow laterally closed with an egg, but just the wrong work of prose, I suppose. So yeah, full points to team 2 for giving me the entire answer. Give a +5 to team 5 who said Big Indian, Little Indian first, and give a +5 to 6 who said Gulliver's Travel.
Done.
Done? Excellent. So this was answered directly by team 2, like on the bounce. So the next direct will go to team 3. Team 3, your direct question is, now the image that follows is from a conclusion on a write-up titled On Holy Wars and a Plea for Peace by computer scientist Danny Cohen, where he elucidates this big and little Indian problem, and he aims to get people to choose his side of the debate. Now, like all these 1980s computer science types people, he is very dramatic in his way of writing and trying to convince people on very esoteric points of computer science and dealing with like stuff in general. So over here, I've blanked out a word X. Now, what could X be? And X was something that is synthesized, like synthetically created, to reduce time taken due to compatibility issues of another kind, like of not a machine type, but of a different type. So this is the write-up. I'll give you some time to read it through. But what I basically want is all covered within the paragraph that contains X. The other part is just like for drama. So the X approach of let's all switch to a new language, right? So basically, what is X? Something
Is
that
it a
was
single word answer or?
it's a single proper noun.
Okay.
On bounce, I want the exact single proper noun. On bounce, I might accept some sort of description of it, but I'd prefer it if you can give me something close to that proper noun. Cool. Bounce is open. Basically, X approach of let's all switch to a new language. So what was X that was synthesized to solve compatibility issues of a different kind? Again, I'll be slightly generous and I'll give a hint. The X over here has nothing to do with computing. So it's not a computing language. So if any of you were guessing C or Python or whatever, it's not that. Cool. I'm closing pounce in 5. Okay, pounce is closed. Achal, do you have any pounces?
I have no bounces.
No pounces. Excellent. So that's direct to team 3. Team 3, any guesses?
Esperanto.
Esperanto. Could you explain to the group what Esperanto is?
Esperanto is a common world language that I forgot the name of the creator. He created, but it didn't get a lot of buy-in from the rest of the world.
Cool. So this is basically Esperanto. So this dude is like all our languages are basically very messed up grammatically. And so let's just synthesize a new language by taking little pieces from all these languages and we'll make it a common world language. And it didn't pick up, but I think there are still Esperanto institutes in cities around the world where they teach you this language. So if anyone's interested. So that's direct plus 10 to team 3. They just if when you're done, just tell me. Yeah, cool. So next direct will be to team 4. Team 4, you're direct. And the last in this 3 round of questions, I suppose. And in the previous slide, there's a line, and never the twain shall meet. And it's a direct reference to the poem The Ballad of East and West by Rudyard Kipling. And Kipling was also very interestingly a part of an amateur cricket team with all these other authors that I've listed over here. And this team was founded and captained by Sir James Barrie, who obviously wrote Peter Pan. Now, what is the name of this team of literary superstars? A play on a phrase that praises God and the name of its founder. Okay, so pounce is open. And I'll close the pounce kind of quickly on this one. But think of a play on a phrase praising God and the name of the founder is there on your screen and work with that. Cool, pounce will close in probably 10 more seconds. Cool, alright, pounce is closed. Achal, anyone's pounce?
2 and 3 have bounced.
2 and 3 have pounced. Team 4, it's your direct.
Shall I give it the answer now?
Yeah, it's your direct, yeah.
Yeah, these are the Allah berries.
These are the Alak berries. Basically, they thought that Allah Akbar meant, basically they meant like God help us, is what they thought it meant. But then they're like, oh, it just means God is great. And they're like, okay, it's cool. It goes with the spirit of our team in the case that we're just messing around on the field anyways. So that's, Achal, points to teams 2-3.
Both teams have points.
Both got it correct. Cool. So that's points to 2, 3, and 4.
Done.
Done. Excellent. Team 5, it's your direct next. No, wait. This is the 6th question, right? So this is the end of the first tries round. Next up is a written round. So basically, how you're going to be working on the written round. Okay, I was let explain that. So there's 6 images, all of which are generated from the DALL-E AI. And it was fed the prompt X as painted by Y, where X is a famous artwork and Y is a more or less famous artist. Now write down your answers and send them to Achal. When prompted at the end of the round, do not shout the answer out. Okay, so like just nobody shout the answer out anywhere. Just keep on PMing it to PM the answers to Achal. You get +5 for identifying X for each image, as in what artwork it is, and you get +5 for identifying the artist Y. All right. Any doubts?
2 things. Firstly, do we get any extra points for getting all of them?
No.
Okay. Secondly, like even though we can't like type out the answers on the phone, that's obviously very weird. We can write them down on a piece of paper, right?
Sure. I mean, how I'd go along with it if I was participating with you guys would be I'll just be typing it out to Achal and I'll just send it at the end when I'm prompting it to send, because I won't give you guys time to like write an entire message down.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that if constantly typing, it very easily allows you to.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to Google in this? It's an AI generated image, so even if you reverse search it or whatever, it won't work. And it's basically a style of an artist. But fine, yeah. Do however you're comfortable with, but I'll give them like maybe a 10-second window at the end of the round. Okay, cool. So everybody else is cool with all the rules? I'm gonna assume that means yes. And so this is in one of your written round. So X as painted by Y. What is X? Y? What is like, and who is Y? And again, for most of these, X is pretty well known. Y might be contentious, but yeah, that's up to my discretion then. So yeah, what is X and Y? Simple enough for this one. So we'll move on to question 2. 2 is this. We'll do a rerun of these images at the end to make sure you've got your order right. But this is basically 2. X as painted by Y. X and Y, I need both. And again, all of these X and Y are both proper nouns. Cool. Alright. Easy enough. Question 3. X as painted by Y. Again, as painted by me, I want like a specific answer over here. Like it might be it might be a different person who also does this sort of painting, but that's not a prompt I gave to the AI. So, cool. Question 4 is this: X as painted by whom? All right. And fifth question: X as painted by Y. Again, what is X? What is Y? Here again, the Y might be slightly subjective here because it's not as distinctive of a style, but I'll only accept whatever prompt I put into the generator. So,
Any hints for Y here? To rule out the-
and does anyone object to any hints for Y?
You can give
Yeah,
hints.
block it. Blocking hints, cool, excellent. For Y, not X. But if you're still blocking hints, then cool. Okay, so this is 5, and this is the last one. X as painted by Y. Cool. All right. So I'll just do a rerun of the six images to make sure you guys have your orders right. So this was 1. Check your list. I don't want something that's out of order. I'll probably be doing it with it, but it's just too much BT. So this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, and this one's 6. Cool. So like take 10 seconds and send your answers to Achal. Achal, keep on telling me once you've received answers from teams.
Already I've received answers from team 1.
1.
We have to DM the same person with the answer.
Same guy. Yeah, same guy.
Team 1, team 2,
Hmm.
and then wait. Alright, team. Wait. Team 4.
1, 2, 4.
Can only one person DM me from each team instead of 2 people? Yeah, so team. 1, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, if you've already DM'd and he hasn't called out your name, just send your team name again on the same chat.
And team 3.
Team
I
3.
haven't received anything from team 6 right now.
Oh, I think he's off the call again. Fine. Can't do much about that. Okay.
Alright.
So we've received responses from the 5 teams who are on the call at least. Cool. So on to answers. Any guesses for the first one?
Scream by Van Gogh.
Scream by Van Gogh. Perfectly simple. Second one. I mean, Mona Lisa Banksy.
Great Wave of Kanagawa by Nexus. Great Wave of Kanagawa
By?
I again wrote Van Gogh.
Yeah, I mean, by was the slightly tougher part. Okay, Gaurav, have you attempted this round?
Duesenberg.
Just 1 second. Gaurav, have you attempted this round?
Sorry, I just got logged in back. So no issues. I wasn't able to, but I'll
cool.
be able to like attend all the remaining rounds from now.
Okay, excellent. We have like 3 rounds remaining, so generally that.
Yep. Great.
Okay. Any guesses for the third one? Third one you said Great Wave of Kanagawa. That's correct. The artist I wanted was Georges Seurat. So you can see there's like those little dots over there.
Pointillism.
Pointillism. Exactly.
Crap.
Any takers for the fourth one?
Last Supper by Edward Hopper.
Last Supper by Edward Hopper, the dude who painted Nighthawks. And might I just say, what an image. Any guesses for the fifth one?
Starry Night by Monet.
Monet. Monet wasn't the person I was looking for. If someone had not blocked hints, I would have told you guys that it was a British painter that I was looking for.
Turner.
No. Starry Night by Turner. Nice.
Yeah. So if hints hadn't been blocked, I would have said British artist.
Yeah,
but
that's
fine.
awesome.
And any guesses for the sixth one?
Girl with Pearl Earring by Warhol.
Warhol. Girl with pearl earring and Andy Warhol. So that's the end of this written round. So we'll just tally up the scores. Achal, could you?
All right, I'll.
Yeah.
It will take some time. So.
5
Yeah, yeah.
point each part, right? 5 points.
5 for each part, yes. Actually, if someone has written any descriptors instead of proper nouns, just let me know and I'll take a judgment call on that.
All right.
Yeah, just one thing. So for the first one, we wrote Vincent van Gogh by Edvard Munch.
Vincent van Gogh by?
Edvard Munch, the
Wait,
guy
what?
who painted the Scream. This could
No.
be a self-portrait
No.
of Vincent van Gogh painted by Edvard Munch.
No, but the thing is that what I wanted here was what is
Yeah,
this painting?
we get
It's
that,
clearly a
but
dude
like-
screaming. And why is Van Gogh? Because it's in the Van Gogh's distinctive style, right?
No, so that's the thing, right? The style is actually Monk, right? Those thick
Yeah.
lines which follow the
So
concept.
they didn't
of
want the
painting.
style, they wanted the painting and the probable painter. Right?
So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah,
what
that's
I
I'm saying too. We wrote like
Yeah.
Vincent van Gogh, like his self-portraits, right? By Monk, because that's what the style looked like. So we that's what we were asking.
Ulta hoga na?
I mean, if anyone looks at this image, they won't go, "Oh, this is Vincent van Gogh." They'll clearly be like, "This is a dude screaming."
No, but like you see on the left side of the screen, the waves in the background.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you completely over there, right? But the point is that, okay, fine, the artistic styles are kind of similar, but this painting is X as painted by Y. So if you are an AI and you're interpreting a prompt, then if you have something as little as the scream, then it will be a dude that's screaming, right?
Okay.
Is this the last round?
No, there's 3 more rounds after this. There's 5 rounds in total.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Go over the answers again once and just.
Yeah, just give me a second. Clear the notifications, man. Yeah. So which answer do you want?
Right, could you go over all of them once? I'm just gonna check it once. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Next. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, just one clarification. If the name of the painting is like somewhat right.
In what sense? What have they written?
Like, wait. I'll just for the third one, it's instead of the Great Wave of Kangawa, it's just the Wave of Kangawa.
Give it. Fine. So
give it, right? All right. So just.
Whenever done totaling the score, just announce them over here, and Tejas, whenever he announces, just note them down.
For team 1 with 35 points.
Okay.
Team 2 with 50 points. Team 3 with 45 points. Team 4 with 40 points. Team 5 with 40 points as well.
Cool. Any teams objecting to those points? Okay, excellent. They just noted them down?
This is from this round, right?
Yeah, for this round itself, not a total.
Okay. Sort.
We'll announce the total at the end of round 3. And then again at the end of round 4, so we know where we stand. Cool. So, Tejas, you've noted all the scores down?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So we'll move to round 3. Let's retry and repeat.
Just one thing. Could we have an overall score check?
Overall?
Score check.
Fine. Tejas, could you just share the scores?
1 minute.
At the end of round 2, right?
Yeah, at the end of round 2. Total.
You can go ahead, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they want a scores check, I'll just wait for a scores check.
Oh, it's done. He put it in chat.
Oh, you put it in chat. Oh, shit. I didn't see. Sorry, my bad. Okay, round 3, read, rinse, repeat. Same rules, same points. On bounce plus 10 minus 5, on bounce plus 10 0. We proceed in reverse order this time. So, team 6, I hope you are on call this time. Yeah, you are. Excellent. So, team 6 will start with you and then we proceed in reverse order. So, team 6, your direct is this. X is often cited as the greatest rock band, one of the greatest rock bands in history, and it had a disastrous reunion in '85 at the Live Aid concert. Now, the troubles included the lead guitarist's ongoing drug abuse problem and more famously, them bringing in Y as a drummer for the performance. Now, Y's name also features in one of Eminem's most famous tracks, Stan, with a specific reference to arguably Y's most famous song. What I want you to do is give me X and Y, both are proper nouns. Yes. Bounce is open.
So it's my direct. So
it's your direct. Yeah, you don't have to bounce. No.
Okay.
Cool. Bounce is open for probably like 15 more seconds. I mean, honestly, it probably shouldn't even be 15. Okay. It'll probably work out why if you know the lyrics to Stan somehow. But yeah. Okay, bounce closing in 5. Bounce is closed. Archel, have any teams bounced?
Bounces received.
No bounces received? Okay, cool. Team 6, you're direct.
Yeah, so the song mentioned in Stan is "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins. And
no, I don't want the song. Yeah, Phil Collins is correct for why.
And the band should be Genesis.
Genesis. No, Genesis is not what I'm looking for. But okay, team 1.
It will be for team 5 or?
Oh, sorry, team 5. My bad. Team 5. Thanks for pointing out.
Yeah, so the band is Queen here.
Queen and
Y
is?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. Okay, team 4.
Yeah. So we go with Phil Collins and Led Zeppelin.
Could you repeat that? X and
we go with Phil Collins and Led Zeppelin.
Phil Collins for Y and Led Zeppelin for X, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So that gets you points. Queen had, it was a historically good concert for them. It was a disastrous one for them. But yeah, so part points to team 6 for getting Phil Collins. and full to team 4 for getting the entire thing.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, is it because like you immediately mentioned that Phil Collins is correct,
Yeah.
but there's no
Yeah.
conservation of points. So ideally,
I messed up slightly, but it's okay. We'll just follow
Okay.
what we've been following till now.
Done.
Done? Cool, thanks. So next we have to be to team 3. Team 3, your direct question is this. Now pictured here, like the bold green line in the middle, is the Italian highway. Now this motorway features in Italian film history as a site of many towns and rural landscapes in a lot of old neorealist masterpieces. This is, however, not the road's only link to modern cinema. What I want is, what is the name of the highway? Again, Pounce is open. If anybody wants any hints, ask right now. Or is blocking him. Oh, also, if you're asking for hints or something in the chat, I can't really read it. No, you're not cool. Okay, so nobody's asking for any hints, so I'll close Pounce in 5. Okay, Pounce is closed. Team 3, it's your day.
Team 4 pounced.
Team 4 pounced. Okay, thanks, Ashok. Team 3?
I'm going to guess. This is called the Roman Holiday Highway.
Not the Roman Holiday Highway. Team 2.
Listen, sorry, before you, I just
Yeah.
want to mention, like, Gaurav, you're unmuted
Yeah.
just to prevent any mishaps or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. No worries.
Team 3. No, wait, Team 2. My bad. Team
Yeah,
2.
I'll guess Corleone or something.
Corleone, no. Team 1.
We'll skip.
You're skipping this. Alright, Team 6.
La Dolce Vita Highway.
Dolce Vita Highway. Not really. Team 5. This one as well. And Team 4 pounced. So again, like if you'd asked for hints, I would have told you that it's not some esoteric proper noun highway name. It's just like how generic highways are named. So like we have NH17, NH18, etc. etc. in India. So it's something that's named similarly in Italy. So Team 4 you pounced. So would you like to take a shot at this?
824.
This is the 8th one. No points for anyone else. Excellent. There are teams to your direct is this. Now, Tottenham Hotspur's new £1 million stadium is in media for a lot of good reasons, and the goal line bar is one of them. It's Europe's longest bar, and it stretches for the entirety of the goal line, which is pretty cool. But the stadium also has multiple smaller pubs for fans to grab drinks from, and the name of these pubs is a sort of play on an action that might be performed on the pitch to applause from either section of fans. So finish the sitter and tell me what this name might be. Again, if anyone wants hints, is blocking hints, let me know before I close Pounce. Pounce is open, and it'll stay open for like 10 more seconds. Okay, Team 2 wants hints. Anybody's blocking hints?
Yeah, we're blocking it.
Okay, Abhiraj is blocking hints, so sorry, Adarsh. But yeah, Pounce closes in like 5. Oh, by the way, on Pounce, I want an exact spelling. Just to be doubly sure with you guys, on Pounce, I want an exact spelling. Cool. Pounce is closed. Archel, have any teams launched?
Teams are pounced.
No teams have pounced. Okay. Direct to Team 2. Team 2.
I'll say bow down or something.
Guys, just 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, sorry guys. Director team 2, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. I said
team
bow
2.
down.
Bow down. No. Team 1.
Showing respect, like raising both your hands like this and not celebrating a goal, basically.
A bit too specific for me, but yeah, team 6.
I'll say showing a red card to the referee. So red card.
No. Team 5.
I'll say it's the celebration based on goal line after post goal celebration.
No. Team 4.
Goal line.
Goal line. No. I've written goal line bar in the question. If it was goal line,
Ribbon.
just been goal line. No. And team 3.
I'm going to say post game shirt swapping.
Shirt swapping. No. Okay. So again, if hints weren't blocked for this question, I have told you guys to focus on the finish this sitter part and an alternate name for what a pub might be. So pubs could also be called bars. They can be called tap. They can be called inns. So what I was looking for was tap ins. So you finish this sitter. Just go to tap in. Excellent. No points to anyone. Then I assume this round. So we'll move to team 1 for the direct next question. Team 1, your direct is this. Now, Inside by Bo Burnham has been critically hated for all of these things, which Bo did himself, by himself, on Lock inside a room. Or at least that is the premise. Now, since he's a comedian, and in my opinion, a very good one at that, a lot of these songs are a large number of the songs are also lighthearted and they don't carry much meaning beyond their 5 minutes in the special, while some of them obviously link to larger depression based. What was a visual gag that he set up using a home appliance during the song Sexting? So again, how you could probably work with the answer is sexting and a home appliance, and then what could be a gag that you could use with that.
How specific are you looking for the answer?
I would ideally need like a specific phrase over there.
Okay.
So is this like a significant thing in the video?
No, it's not very significant. It's just a background visual gag. It is never referenced primarily.
Okay, who's
never
direct?
referenced in the center of the screen. What?
Who's direct?
It's team 1's direct. Cool. So ideally on Pounce, I would want an entire description of what is the gag, and I ideally would also use the home appliance over there. But the home appliance is not completely necessary for you to get points as long as you explain the gag. Cool. I'm closing Pounce in around 10 seconds. Actually, 10 seconds is too much. 3 more seconds. Okay. Pounce is closed. Archel, have you received any pounces?
Yes, I've received team 6 and team 4.
Team 6 and 4 have pounced. Team 1 is your direct. Team 1. Guys, who's team 1? I have no clue.
Oh, sorry. So I think it will be something related to maybe like an iron and like maybe he burned himself or something like that.
Iron and burn himself. Moving on, team 6 pounced.
Yeah.
Team 5.
So I guess like the phrase is beating your meat and you beat meat using a meat hammer or something.
Again, would have been funny, but not that. But team 4 pounced. Team 3.
Is toasting specific words into a bread using a toaster?
No, but to be fair, during the song he does have a projector projecting specific words onto him. So, but not what I'm looking for. Team 2.
I guess vacuum cleaner and nothing sucks like a electrolyte.
Nothing sucks like a vacuum cleaner, of course. But again, not what I'm looking for. Anyone in the audience or anyone from the Pounce teams who would like to take a guess? Teams 4, 6, you guys Pounce. So any guesses from you guys?
Yeah, I think it was like in the background of a few scenes, he has like appliances set to 69 Fahrenheit, like the thermostat is at 69.
Okay.
I think.
And that is what I wanted. The AC, I don't know if you can make it out in the image, it's set to 69 Fahrenheit. Again,
So,
Achal, what points?
Team 4 got the points and Team 6 got the answer wrong.
Okay, so Tejas, that's -5 for Team 6, but a +10 for Team 4.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, Team 6, what did you bounce?
Yeah, I thought it was something to do with Siri and Apple devices.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so Tejas, have you done the points?
Yeah.
Cool. So again, nobody got this on the bounce. So next we'll go to Team 6 again. So Team 6, your direct is this. What is this car about? What is the sports mode name? And for this question, I am blocking hints. Everything you need to know is in the image.
Which direct is this?
Team 6. Bounce is open for now.
Can you read what's written below adults, kids, and something which is
not
zero?
really relevant.
All right.
What's relevant is the car. And again, in the question I'm asking, what is the sports mode name? So
Just
yeah,
one
bounce
thing.
is still open. Yeah.
How specific do you want the sports mode to be?
On bounce, pretty specific. So, like, if the phrase is, say, I don't know, how do I go about this? But yeah, on bounce, I want proper nouns. Like for the second part, at least for the first part. See, for the first part, I'll accept some sort of descriptor, but for the second part, I want a proper noun.
Team 4 is bouncing and we're also bouncing.
Okay, 4. I mean, I was not giving hints anyways, but okay. Bounce closes in 5. Okay, bounce is closed. Achal, what teams have bounced?
The 2 teams have bounced. Team 4 and Team 1.
Team 4 and 1 have bounced. Team 6, it's your direct.
Yeah, what was the hint that you gave? Sorry, I didn't.
I gave no hints. I'm just like, I just want a proper noun for the sports mode. And what is this car all about?
Okay, no idea. So I'll guess the car is Porsche Carrera GT, and the
No, what is it all about? I don't want the model or the make.
We
or
don't
whatever.
want the model. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like, why is this car relevant in the MELAS quiz? Is my question.
Okay. Probably featured in the movie Cars, and I'll guess the sports mode is called ludicrous mode.
Ludicrous mode. Okay, Team 5.
So I guess this is like the protagonist's girlfriend in the movie The Cars, and the sports mode is called Sally.
Okay, moving on. Team 4.
Four bounced.
Oh, 4 pounds. Sorry, my bad. Team 3.
I don't have anything to better, so pass.
Nothing? Cool. Team 2. Team 2 is also passing? Okay, and I think we're done. So any of the teams have pounced on this? You want to have a go?
Yeah, so this is the Carrera Sally edition.
Sally edition.
Cars, and I think the sports mode is called Kachao, which was Lightning McQueen's catchphrase.
It's Kachao mode. So this is Sally special and the Kachao mode. So, Achal, what points?
Team 4 gets points and Team 1 also gets points.
Okay, so
Team
point.
1, so you didn't need to be specific to this the car, right? So they answered Sally Porsche and as a reference
Yeah,
to car.
Sally Porsche and Kachao is fine by me.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. I also give +5 to Team 6 for saying cars for the first time.
Okay, done.
Done, Tejas, thanks. So Team 5 got partials. Yeah.
Did we get any points, Team 5?
No, I mean Team 6 has already mentioned cars before for the first part. So the next direct is to Team 5 though, because Team 6 got partials on this one. So Team 5, your direct is this. Now there exists an author who primarily specializes in educational books and which are targeted at school children. He aims to teach math in a fun way, focusing on non-conventional techniques, and he's also a connoisseur of literature. And the names of his books are not so famous of literature. Now I want 2 books here, X and Y. X is a book that focuses on multiplication, and encourages the student to learn the most optimal strategies for the same. The title is a nod to the opening sentence of a famous novel by obviously a different 19th century British author. Okay? And why is a math book that touches on many concepts, but the illustrations, examples, and word problems all involve fruit in some way. And why is a nod to the title of a novel by a famous American author who is based in Oklahoma. So I want X and Y, and on Pounce I want it exactly as the author has written it in his thing. Like I want proper nouns. Like I don't want the original books over here or the original sentences or the original authors. I want what is this mathematical author naming his books. X and Y. Pounce is open. Again, keep in mind the first one is a nod to the opening sentence of a famous novel. So there's very few famous novels which also have famous opening sentences. So that should help you narrow it down. And again, 19.
Does the multiplication part help?
Of course, it helps. And the second part is basically a nod to the title. Cool. Pounce, I'm closing in like another 10 odd seconds. Okay, Pounce is now closed. Any teams that have pounced, Rachel?
None of the teams pounced.
No one has pounced. Okay, cool. Team 5, it's your direct. X and Y.
So for X, I guess it was the best of times from it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And
Okay.
for Y, I guess it's a nod to some O. Henry novel.
Okay, Team 4.
Team to 4, right?
You said team 4?
Team 4.
Yeah, we're guessing X is what the last team said. It was the best of times, so the book is called the best of times because of all multiplication. We're guessing the second one about fruit is grapes of math based on grapes of wrath.
Could you give me the author for Grapes of Wrath?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is basically the best of times and the grapes of math. So that's plus 5 to team 5 and plus 10 to team 4.
Yeah.
Cool? Done. So yeah, I didn't put the name Greg Tang in here even though the person who originally said it did because I just like, let's make it Google proof or whatever. But yeah, so team 4, you got points on that one. So team 3 is your direct. So team 3, the direct to you is, oh no wait, sorry, 12, my bad. So round 4, again a written but it's a twist. So basically it's a short visual connect kind of thing.
Okay, there's a small change.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so Achal will be leaving now, right now. So he has some work. So
Okay.
I'll handle the pounds from now on. Teams.
Yeah, just
let me know. Okay.
Did you put it on the group? Brad?
Yes, putting it right away.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, just one thing. Could we have a 2-minute break?
Yes, sure.
Great, thank you.
We'll take a break here before starting the last two rounds.
Nah, sorry.
Guys, we have somewhere else to be too. So can you please wrap it up quickly instead of taking a break? If everyone else is fine with it.
See, I don't mind it, but if people want breaks, then
Yeah, my partner is actually, she's not here. He'll need 5.
Yeah, I mean it's a written round, so in that sense.
No, just it's just a matter of couple minutes.
Yeah, fine. Prayag you put on the group, right? So yeah, from now, like for this round and the last round, just text Prayag for the answers. Okay, so this is rewritten with a twist. There are a series of mosaics, of which I have put the images of. I want you to identify the movies pictured in the said mosaics. It's plus 10 for each correct movie. There is also underlying connection between all these images. And points for giving me the connect will be displayed on the slide itself. Send your connect the same way you would normally pounce. Please don't shout it out. So at the end of each mosaic, I'll ask Prayag if anybody has pounced on the connect. And if they have, then Prayag will note it down on his end. Cool?
When you say connect, you mean there's a connect between the movies depicted in the myths, or?
Yeah, you could say that.
Just one thing. So do we answer cumulatively or do we answer after every question?
See, if you're pouncing, I want you to answer after. See, pounce is open for after every question for different amount of points and negatives. And for the full answers, I want cumulative at the end. Cool.
Okay, so for the mega connect, we're supposed to pounce in the middle. But
Yeah, whenever you feel like you're okay with pouncing.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Pounce is also written, or is it to be said?
No, texted to the person whom you're texting the answers to.
So the entire round is on text.
On text, yes.
This is the written round, right?
Written round, yes. Don't shout the answers out. None of the answers, like not even the mosaics or
At the last, right?
Yeah, at the end, text them to the person. If you're pouncing on any specific question, you can send the pounce at that point of time. Cool. I feel like we're all somewhat comfortable with the rules. So, the question is ID the movies pictured in said mosaics. Alright? This is the first one. Pounce is open for the connect. If anybody wants to go for it for a plus 25 minus 20. Cool. I'll probably move on from this one then. Prayag, has anyone pounced?
Team 6, should I consider that as a pounce for the Mega Connect? Or is it just...
No. So I am sending the answer for whatever this is, like
Fine,
identifying
okay.
the movie. So if it is a pounce, I'll write pounce followed by
fine,
my
sure.
guess.
Gaurav, it would be better for us to check it in the end if you could send all the individuals as a single message instead of one by one.
All right.
And just pounce when you're sure for your pounce. Cool?
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah. So I'll assume nobody has pounced for this one. Moving on to 2.
Okay,
Also, if
I'll
anybody-
pounce. I'll
cool.
pounce.
Yeah, just announce your pounce on the group as well. Prayag, just text the pounce to me, like whatever they're pouncing. I'll give points for pounce right now only. Prayag, could you just forward Team 6's pounce to me as well as anybody else who's pounced?
Yeah, sending it.
Yeah. Okay, Team 6. And who's the other one from? Is it both?
It's the
is it
same.
from Team
It's the
6 as
same
well?
from Team 6.
Team 6 का दोनों है ना? Like both the messages sent me. Okay, so that's a plus 20 to Team 6. Tejas, could you just note that down?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is the
Excellent.
plus 20 for connect or for the guessing the
Connect.
movie?
Connect. They guessed the connect and they got it right on this round, so I'm giving them plus 20 either only. Cool. Third one. Anybody pouncing? Please announce your pounces on the chat as well, so I know to wait slightly longer for you.
Do we have to announce pounces whenever we like?
Not whenever for this round, because otherwise I'll move faster. Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So this is the third one. I'm assuming nobody has pounced yet. Prayag?
Hold on. 2 teams have pounced. Teams who have
Two
pounced,
teams have
just
pounced, okay.
let me know your team number.
Just announce your
again.
pounce. Team 3 pounced.
And we pounced. Team 4 pounced.
Team 4 pounced. Okay. Prayag, could you just forward both of them?
Sure, doing it.
Yeah. Honestly, if it's the same as the one you sent me before, then you can give them points yourself as well.
Yes, it's the same.
So for both team 4 and 3,
Team
right?
4 and Team 3.
Yeah, so Tejas, 4 and 3 get plus 15. They just put it as acknowledge that. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah. So this is the fourth image.
Hello.
Teams 1, 2, 5. Any bounces from your guys? Plus 10, minus 5.
जब मैं बड़ा तो लेके जाऊंगा मैं आऊंगी इतना ज्यादा नहीं दिखता है चलो आप चलो लेके चलो
Cool. Craig, I'm assuming no bounces.
No bounces.
No bounces, okay. And this is the last image, plus 5, 0. For the bounce. And it's a 0, so I mean, if you guys have any random guesses, you just bounce. Cool. Team 1, 2, 5, any bounces from you guys? Craig.
None so far.
Yeah.
None so far.
Okay, I think team 2 is typing.
Hold on. Yeah. So, Adarsh, which team are you in?
Team 2.
Team 2.
Yeah, team 2.
Okay, team 5 has also pounced. Both of them
Okay.
get right.
Okay, team 1, are you going for any sort of bounce? This one is a plus 5, 0.
Yeah. We'll send our answer, but not for a bounce.
I mean, send it, send the connect for a bounce if you have anything in mind.
No, we don't have the connect. Sorry.
Okay, excellent. You don't have a connecting point. That's fair enough. Okay, I'll just cycle through the images again. Points for connecting is closed now, of course. Tejas, you gave teams 2 and 5 the 5 points, right?
No, for this round?
Yeah, for this round, give teams 2 and 5 points.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll just cycle through the images to make sure you guys have your orders correct. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5.
Can I just go to the 1 again?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So guys, submit your answers in like a bulk to Prayag. Prayag, just tell me whenever you receive whichever team's answer, so we can hurry them up, hurry the others up slightly.
Cool. So, team 2, team 1. Mm, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just hold on a second. 5, 4, and 6.
Cool. All teams have answered? Cool.
Yes.
Okay, so takers for the first movie.
Rear window.
Rear window.
Birds.
The birds.
Vertigo.
Third one. Vertigo.
North by Northwest.
North by Northwest.
And
Psycho. And the connect obviously is that Hitchcock films. And these murals are actually part of an installation outside Leytonstone Tube Station in London, which is the area where Hitchcock was born. So yeah, Prayag, just tally up the points and kill stages.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll do that.
Yeah, sure.
बिल्कुल छोटे बिले का साइड रे सब मॉल जो बिले का नहीं भी कौन सी जो मैंने डेड ही छोटे छोटा कोई गरम में मरी जी बोते कौन है जी वो
And then yeah, ideally in the offline scenario, this part of it would progress much faster.
It's the last round, right?
The one after this is the last one. Yeah. Six twice.
Guys, really sorry, we have a presentation right now, so we might have to drop off. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So team 6 gets plus 50. Team 2 gets plus 50. Team 3 gets plus 50. Team 5 gets plus 10. Team 1 gets plus 10. Team 4 gets plus 50. And Team 6 gets plus 50. Did I miss any teams out here?
No, I think you said six twice, but I don't
Uh-huh.
think you missed it.
Wait, how many points were there for each? There were 5 for each?
10 for each, and the connect was whatever the connect was.
Yeah, so then we got all 5 of them correct. So that's 50. And then we got the connect, right?
Yeah, the connect, he wasn't mentioning the connect
Oh,
points.
okay.
Connect points have already been added to your total.
Okay, so will we get like an overall score after this?
I mean, yeah, since this is the last round, we can have a look at the scores.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, just once you're done totaling, just put the scores in the chat again.
Tejas, did you get me when I...
Yeah, I've added all the
Cool.
scores here.
Yeah, just post it in the chat and then we'll move to the last round.
Okay, well,
Cool. So just check your scores once. If there's any discrepancies, let us know. I'll assume that means no. We'll move to the last round, which is one last time tries. So again, we'll go from teams 1 through 6, but I think one has dropped off the call, so we'll go from teams 2 through 6.
Just one thing, which team?
Yeah. Which team 1 dropped off, I think. They had a presentation. Yeah. Team 2, so it's your direct. Same point system as before, same rules as before. So yeah, team 2, it's your direct. And it's this. So this term is thought to have been first applied to the world of basketball by the Assistant Executive Secretary of blah 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 blah. And he basically said that a little dash dash may complement and contribute to sanity and help keep society on an even keel. During an early 1939 issue of the organization's magazine, Illinois High School Athlete. That is also the same year, coincidentally, that Oregon beat Ohio State to win the first NCAA championship on March 27, 1999. What is this alliterative name that is given to a period in the college sports season which is synonymous for upsets? So this is very, very commonly used in NCAA basketball tournaments, definitely. I think it's also extended slightly outside the ambit of basketball. But primarily within basketball, what is this alliterative term? Cool, bounce is open. It is open for like 15 more seconds. If you know it, I mean, you can kind of work it out, but like fine. Okay, pounds 2005, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Prayag, which teams have pounced?
Nada, no teams.
No teams have pounced. Cool.
Oh,
Team 2, you're direct. Oh, wait. Whom did you send it to? Did you send it to Achal or Prayag?
Wait, I just received it right
Prayag
now.
only. Okay, cool. Excellent. We'll consider it regardless. Team 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You've noted their pounds. Team 2, you're direct.
Silent Spring.
Hmm?
Silent Spring.
Silent Spring would be a good name, but no. Team 3.
Just going to say David Goliath face.
David Goliath. Team 4 pounds. Team 5.
Little League leverage. I don't know.
I mean, NCAA and Little League are, I think, separated by maybe 15 years of age gap itself, but fine. Team 6.
No guess, pass.
No guess pass. Team 1. I have dropped off the call. Okay, Team 4, you pounced on this. So, what is this, Team 4?
We were hoping it's March Madness.
This is March Madness. So, the term's used to signify a period of time where there's anything happening. And of course, the thing that might have actually helped in the question is that there's early 1399 and March 27th written as well. But anyway, this is March Madness. Points to Team 4. Tejas, no points to anyone else.
Yeah, noted.
Cool. Team 2, Team 2, that was your direct and nobody got on the bounce. So Team 3, the next question is your direct. Team 3, this is the question. So Drive My Car, about a Japanese film, based on a short story written by one of the most preeminent Japanese authors of our time. The title of the first international sensation from this Japanese author in the late 1980s was drawn from a song released by another international sensation some 2 decades prior. ID, the Japanese author, and the other international sensation that I have referred to here. Again, be very careful about what I'm asking over here. And pounce is open, and it won't stay open for very long because, yeah, author should be pretty obvious, and international sensation 2 decades prior to the late 1980s. So, pounce is open, and probably open for another 10. Okay, pounce is closed. Prayag, which teams have pounced?
Teams 2, 4, and 6 have pounced.
2, 4, and 6 have pounced. Okay, Team 3 is your direct.
Japanese author, I'll say, is Murakami.
Murakami, and the international sensation?
The international sensation, I'll say it's Craig David.
Great David, no. Team 4 pounced. 5.
Murakami and the Beatles.
Murakami and the Beatles is what I was looking for. So Murakami's first novel is Norwegian Wood, which is a song by the Beatles, and within the novel itself, the protagonist has this song as his favorite song as well. So, yeah, Murakami and the Beatles is what I was looking for. Prayag on.
Yeah, all 3 teams get points 2, 4, and
so
6.
Points to 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Five to me.
Yeah.
5. Sorry, yeah, half points to you. You said Murakami. Thanks for pointing out. 5 to Team 3.
All right.
Cool, done. So yeah, Team 4 got it right on the bounce. No, Team 5 got it right on the bounce, right? So next question is direct to Team 6. Okay, Team 6, your direct is this. So this is a scientific name of, it's well known in popular culture for being one of those trippy mushrooms, and it makes you have hallucinations. And apparently Siberians have been eating this for centuries for religious experiences, and Vikings take these to help with seafaring ventures. Eating the flesh of this mushroom can reportedly called micropsia, a condition in which objects appear smaller than they are, and consequently they make the subject feel larger. Now, what pop culture phenomena does this provide an explanation for? Pop culture phenomena in a way that has existed since
How loosely do you define pop culture here?
I mean, it is within the realm of popular culture. I'll need one proper noun at least in the answer. Again, probably focus on the part about making the subject feel larger as a consequence because objects seem smaller. Yeah. Cool. I'll close sounds in another 5 odd seconds. Pounce is closed. Prayag.
Team 4 has pounced.
Team 4 has pounced. Okay. Team 6 is your direct.
Yeah, so the pop culture phenomena is from Mario, the video game, and basically him consuming those, basically him interacting with those mushrooms and him growing larger, and as a result, everything seeming smaller.
Yep. So that's basically what I was looking for. Is the answer? The team 4 get it right, Priya?
No, they got it incorrect.
What did they guess?
They guessed Alice in Wonderland syndrome. So when she
Alice
goes
in
down the
Wonderland.
rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
Okay. So yeah, that's points to team 6 and -5 to team 4.
Yeah, done.
Cool. Okay. Next direct will be to team 2. So team 2, your direct is this. Now, one of the main characters of the BoJack Horseman series is a female pink Persian cat, and the series tends to hide a lot of its jokes via visual gags that are rarely referenced within the dialogue itself, much like the 69 gag from earlier. That being said, what is the number plate of this cat's car? A play on an internet slang term from 2019 that an American news outlet described as the newest acronym you'll love to hate. Again, I don't want the 2012 acronym. I want some sort of a play on the acronym because it is in the car of the female pink Persian cat. Bounce is open. Again, on bounce, I'd like it to be slightly specific. On bounce, I'll accept loose descriptor. Or if you can explain your thought process to me. Okay, bounce closes in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Team 2, it's your direct. Team 2?
No, I'll pass up.
You're passing, okay. Team 3?
I am guessing this acronym is YOLO and the number is 7010, which looks like YOLO.
No, not what I was looking for. Team 4.
That's a similar answer. We think this is YOLO, but the character is a cat. So it will be something like YOL, like N or something, because you only live 9 lives.
Is what I wanted. YOL 9LVS. You only live 9 lives. Cool. So let's points to team 4 on the bounce. So Tejas, could you just note that down?
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. So next direct will be to team 5. So team 5, this is your direct. Now, who is this personality requesting early adopter Indians to practically be less horny on the internet? And if it helps, he was part of one of the largest families to have worked in the industry that he is best known for. So this dude writing from the ID Shamsher at GISBN whatever is basically asking people to be less horny. Like, nothing over here adds anything to the question. If you want to read it, it's for your own satisfaction, I suppose. But basically, I want to know is who is this person who is acting as a sort of a guardian of early adopter Indians of the internet. Again, part of one of the largest families to have worked in the industry that he is best known for. Cool. Any hints anyone wants? Slash bounces.
Can we get some hints?
Okay.
I already
pounced. Someone already pounced. Sorry, I can't get hints after that then. My bad. Yeah, cool. So I'll close bounce in like 5 more seconds. Alright, bounce is closed. Prayag, team 6 is bounced. Who else?
Yes, team 2 and team 6.
Teams 2 and 6 have bounced. It was direct to team 5. Team 5.
You're guessing this is Mukesh Ambani?
Mukesh Ambani, no. Not what I was looking for. Team 6 bounced. Team 2 also bounced. Team 3.
This is Rishi Kapoor.
Rishi Kapoor. No, team 4.
This is Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins. Interesting. I don't think he was of that age to be guiding people through the internet when the internet was starting up in India.
Why not?
But yeah, team 3 got pretty close to the answer. It's not Rishi Kapoor. The ID is Shamsher.
Oh, Shammi Kapoor.
It's Shammi Kapoor.
Aye.
So Shammi Kapoor again was one of the earliest adopters of internet in India to to the extent where he got internet before BSNL actually brought it to India by buying it from Apple. And he made this entire website for his family, and he apparently did all the coding and design for it himself.
I was going with the entire Twitter thingy
Yeah.
that his voice was then also.
Yeah. Cool. So
Before the next question.
yeah.
Score check. Okay.
Oh, scores check. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, I
before you go to teams 2 and 6 have got it right.
Yeah. Okay, so points to teams 2, 4, and 6. Oh no, wait, not to team.
No.
Not 4, no.
No, not 4.
No. So only 2 and 6.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, 2 and 6. Tejas, are you done?
Did
And
someone
could you
want
just
the
post the scores?
Okay, one
Yeah. Yeah, just post the scores. Cool. So this is the scores check, and the previous question was question 17. So there's only one question left for now, I guess. And to be fair, there is a battle for second place still going on. So fair enough that you asked for a scores check. Cool. So last question. Nobody got this on the bounce. So the question will be directed to team 6. Am I right?
Yeah, I'll happily take it.
I mean, you'll happily take it, but am I right about it?
I think last
I think
direct was to 5, right?
Last direct was to 5,
6.
yeah, because 4 answered.
Saurabh
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Cool. So team 6, it's your direct last question of the quiz. In soft matter physics, a certain type of active particle is coated with a metal oxide on one of its hemispheres, allowing for it to show distinct properties on 2 different sides. Given that such a particle can be seen to have 2 faces, what might such a particle be named? And in a way, it's also apt that this is the last question of the quiz. So bounce is open.
Are you looking for a word or a phrase? Or
Proper noun. Again, keep in mind that it's apt that this is the final question of the quiz. It can be seen to have 2 faces. What might such particles be named? I'm closing pounce in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pounce is closed. Prayag, have any teams bounced?
Yes, 3 teams have bounced so far. So team 3, 4, and team 5. Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, and 5. All right. Team 6.
5, we've just got to leave the libraries closing.
Okay, yeah, this is on the last question of the quiz anyway. So
All right.
cool. Team 6, you're direct.
Yeah, is this Janus after the...
This is
god?
Janus or Janus particles after the Greek god of beginnings and endings, who is at doorways and stuff. So that's a plus 10 to team 6, and on the bounce, Prayag.
Right. Team 3 and team 4 get it right. Team 5 gets it incorrect.
Okay, so yeah, if my math is correct, that's a plus 10 to team 3, plus 10 to team 4, and a minus 5 to team 5, right? Yeah, cool. They just note that down, and I think there's a tie for second place as well, which is good because I came with tiebreakers. But yeah, they just post the final scores on chat here once. And congrats to team 4 for winning the quiz. And honestly, also big kudos to team 6 for getting 130 after attempting only 3 rounds. But
Thank you.
Alright, so teams 2 and 3 are both of you here?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a tie break happening. So the tie break will basically be I don't really like doing this sort of thing, but it will be basically like a fastest finger first thing. So the first person, so like, how will we measure this? Alright, let it be a shout out. So if you have an answer that you're thinking
How many
of,
questions do you have?
in tie breaks I have 3 questions prepared, but we'll go by it one by one.
Ask all the 3 and ask us to send the answers together.
Yeah, but then I don't know. I don't have more tie breaks after that in that sense, no.
So then do one question at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I'm doing one question at a time and we'll keep it as a shout out. So the second you think you know the answer, just shout it out. And if it's correct, I'll tell you it's correct. And if it's wrong, then the other team gets a chance to try it. Cool.
Or else,
If it's wrong, does the other team win or?
No, they don't win. You get a chance to try it. I mean, if it comes to that, then in the third question, they can change things to make someone lose, but fine. But yeah, cool. So teams 2 and 3 are cool with the idea of the round.
No, but not cool, but fine. You decide.
No, I think you understand it, right? Is my point. Yeah, excellent. So basically, whenever you think you know the answer, just shout it out. Okay. So in the TV series The Boys, this conglomerate Watt International manages everything practically, and they also run a music streaming service. What is such a service called?
Spotify.
Spotify.
Gets it to team 2 1 second before team 3. But yeah, sorry. Cool. So that makes team 2 second and team 3 to be third, and that concludes our quiz. Yeah.
what are the other 2 questions?
What are the other 2 questions? Yeah, you
Yeah, fine. If you want to go through them, yeah.
Is this Justin Langer?
No, not Justin Langer. Again, this is more of the like it's from a TV series. If it helps. Like X is a character in a TV series.
Alf, right?
No, Alfie is the real name of the dude, not the character.
Alf is also a TV series with
Yeah, it is, but it's not what I'm looking for here. Any guesses from any of the other teams? No, okay, so basically the British musician that I'm referring to here is Lily Allen. So Alfie Allen. So this is X, who's Theon Greyjoy in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And the last one was some anime question that I have not said because for whatever reason I have not been able to get into anime. But if any of you follow anime, then feel free to shout out.
No clue.
No clue, exactly same. So apparently this is anime that's called No Game, No Life. Yeah, again, I didn't.
Hey, congrats, folks. Ciao.
Yeah, glad you got it in the first
Hope you guys
tiebreaker.
had fun. Yeah, exactly.
That's like.
I was kind of keen on the shout out thing because even I wasn't very confident with the last 2 questions.
Yeah, good call on that one.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, hope you guys had fun. Sorry for
Yeah,
the
great quiz. Congrats to Arun and Adarsh as well. And Team 4 who finished first.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks Ishan. Nice quiz.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for participating, guys.
Cool.
Awesome. Amazing set,
I'm gonna go
Ishan.
and have
Did
dinner.
so well, Ishan.
Thank you. I'll send a PDF on the group at some point.
Cool.
Okay.
The formatting was also great.
Yeah, I wanted it to be good.
Yeah, you did so well, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude. Yeah.
chalo.
All right. Peace. Good night.